On the procedures is set for tomorrow. KTN's political reporter Mrimi Mwangi is following this story for us and will be speaking shortly to Senate Speaker Kenneth Lusaka. Mrimi, over to you.
Good afternoon, Michelle. As we spoke earlier, certainly a big day for the Senate, a big decision coming from the Senate tomorrow on how Governor Mike Sonko will be tried, if that will happen before an 11-member select committee or if he will be tried by a sitting of the full House in plenary, a decision that is critical given that different political players have already taken a stand with the governor insisting that his trial should happen on plenary on the presumption that it might be easier to infiltrate the 11-member committee and arrive at a decision that he feels won't be fair. He has already challenged his impeachment by the Nairobi County Assembly on grounds that the vote is in question, given that he was in Diani as at the time of the vote with a substantive number of the members of County Assembly who ironically managed to vote virtually after a decision was arrived at by the Assembly that time to also allow the votes coming in virtually. I am speaking to the man of the moment tomorrow, Speaker Kenneth Lusaka. I had to track him down to a gym at Ole Sereni, certainly getting ready for the big day tomorrow. For Kenyans out there who would want to know how soon do we know the fate of Governor Mike Sonko as you convene tomorrow to make a decision on the committees, then how does that inform when we can know the final verdict of the House on if he's going home or if the impeachment is going to be shot down by your House?
Thank you very much. First, let me assure the country that I did receive a letter and documents from the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nairobi on Friday. And as the law requires, within 7 days, I've had to gazette the convening of the Senate, which I did yesterday. It was gazetted yesterday. And therefore, we are convening tomorrow to make a decision. But even before we convene tomorrow, the House Business Committee is going to meet this afternoon at 2:30, where a decision will be made whether it's a committee or plenary. And that decision is not final. Eventually, the decision that is going to be made by the House Business Committee, if it's a committee, then the names of the committee members will be tabled by the two leaders in the House, the two leaders of the House. Thereafter, then the list will be conveyed tomorrow when the House convenes at 2:30, and the House will then have to vote and decide whether they are going the committee way or they are going the plenary way. If they go the committee way, that means they will need to approve the names that the House Business Committee will have presented to the House, and the committee will then have 10 days to investigate the allegations, call witnesses, and report back to the House within 10 days, which means that the matter cannot go beyond 18th of this month. If it's the plenary session, then again, I will have to gazette a date when the House will then sit to listen to hear the allegations against Governor Sonko and Sonko's defense, and that must also be done not later than 19th of this month, which means that Governor Sonko will know his fate latest by 19th. And like you remember, the other plenary of Governor Waititu and even the others, members have had to sit into the night, burn the midnight oil, and it has taken not more than 1 day or a maximum of 2 days. So I'm expecting that this could also happen depending on the decision that the Senate will make tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Now, going back to the Waititu impeachment, that time when your House was to make a decision on if to go plenary or the 11-member committee, the discussion then was that those that were opposed to the committee route argued that it gave the loophole for infiltration by vested interests and therefore opted for the plenary sittings. You departed from that tradition during the Waiguru impeachment. The narrative then changed, and the perception out there among the critics of the final decision to take the committee route was that there was a desperate attempt to save Waiguru at the Senate. So clearly this being the biggest impeachment trial before your House is expected to elicit mixed political reactions. But what assurance can you give Kenyans that Governor Mike Sonko and the residents of Nairobi will get justice from this house, given that previously there have been even confessions from your members about attempts to infiltrate the agenda of the house, be it from the state actors or persons with vested political interest? What assurance can you give Nairobians and Kenyans as you head to the sitting tomorrow?
Maybe before I give that assurance, just to let you know that those are the arguments that will be canvassed tomorrow on the floor of the House by members. There are those who will be supporting the committee, and there are obvious reasons why they will want the committee way. There are those who will be saying, let us go plenary. Those are the arguments that will be canvassed on the floor of the House, and thereafter a vote will be taken. Now, of course, Senate has been known to be a house of integrity, and this is not the first impeachment that, say, I'm presiding over as a speaker. You remember we have had the issue of Governor Waititi of Kiambu. We have had the issue of Governor Waiguru Kirinyaga. We also have had the Governor Taita Taveta Samboja. And therefore, I know this one is, Nairobi is a very key county, and of course everybody will be looking forward to the outcome. But I can assure you that members of the Senate are members of integrity, and I will be expecting that the Senate will again rise to the occasion to make a decision that will be fair and favorable to whichever party. And remember that the whole world will be watching, the whole world will be looking to up to the Senate. And of course, everybody wants fairness. Governor Sonko will want fairness. The members of the County Assembly who have carried out their mandate of impeaching a governor will also want fairness. So I know that, and I'm sure that the Senate will be able to rise above petty politics and be able to take a stand that will give this country, will let the country move forward.
Thank you so much for your time. Speaker Kenneth Lusaka talking to us about what to expect tomorrow ahead of that special sitting of the Senate to deliberate and make a decision on if Governor Mike Sonko will be tried by an 11-member committee, or if that will happen at plenary. And as he says, this afternoon he is chairing the House Business Committee, where the majority and minority leadership of the House will be making the initial decision on whether to go the committee route or plenary route, in which case whatever decision they make today is not final and will be subjected to a further vote before the House tomorrow, when there will be finality on whether Sonko, the Nairobi governor, will be